है? ये तो मोहब्बत की बात है. There's amal in Islam and there's iman. You become a Muslim or you become a mu'min. Now these are categories that you go through in your life. Islam, you must always remember one thing. No matter where you're from, no matter what you are. Islam stands for I shall love always Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is the reality of Islam. No love, no Islam. Huzur sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us love. Allah said, if you want to make ibadat of me, if you want me to love you, Qul in kuntum tuhibbun Allah, fattabi'uni yuhibbukumullah. मेरे नबी से मोहब्बत करो पहले. Go and make love, have love for Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. Then only I will love you. Now this love is in such a way Allah puts it in the Quran. Without love you can't do nothing. But Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, Qala Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, ad-deenu yusrun. Islam तो बड़ा आसान है. Islam is very easy. But then the mushrikeen, they come to Nabi alayhi salatu, Ya Rasulullah, very hard, बहुत मुश्किल है. Only 5 times nama. Wipe your body 5 times a day. Put your head down 5 times a day. Ya Rasulullah, बहुत मुश्किल है. So why it is mushkil for you? Because you did not fulfill the first step of Islam, which is لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. That you must be so much engrossed in the muhabbat of Nabi Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that whatever comes in front of you, if it pleases your Nabi, whether you dislike it or whatever the case may be, as long as your Nabi loves it, you will do it. ये मोहब्बत का rule. This is a rule of मोहब्बत. सब बड़े लोग बैठे हैं. We all sitting here. We all must be went through that tunnel or that life, the time of our life went through love. मोहब्बत के पीछे भी हम भी भाग देते हैं. But we love the wrong thing. We love the wrong person. We love the dunya more than which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to love. अरे बाबा उनसे मोहब्बत करो जो कभी तोड़ नहीं सकते. Have love for that person who can never reject you. Have love for that person who will look after that love that you have for you. If you have that amount of love inside you, Allah, there's nothing in the heart for you. If Allah's Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, I love to see my ummati reading 10 or 100 nafil today. सब पढ़ना शुरू कर दिए. They didn't think whether they got a wife at home. कोई बात नहीं. हुजूर के लिए सब कुछ. That is what Allah wants from you. The day when you are prepared to give your life, your soul, your body, and every atom of yourself towards the love of Nabi Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then only you reach that point. Now he says, what is the difference between a person who is a mu'min and a person who is a munafiq or a kafir? How do they die? That's where you learn the difference between a munafiq, a kafir, and a Muslim or a mu'min. The way he dies. It is stated in the hadith that when your time is up, जब वक्त आ जाए, Malak al-Maut वो तो आ जाता. And he got troops with him, army. They come to the person and they take out that life. Now, when it was asked to Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, बताओ, how does the ruh come out from the body? मेरे नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, if you take a tree that has full thorns in it, you put it inside your mouth, halfway down your jugular there, and somebody comes and pull that, you would force out of you. How much pain you will go through. वैसे या रसूलल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम आपने फरमाया, जो आपसे मोहब्बत करते हैं उसको कुछ नहीं होगा. अरे होगा कुछ नहीं उसको. Why? उसके सामने तो जलवे यार होते हैं. Why did the Sahaba Ikram, they went on the battlefield without even thinking? You think it is playing for somebody's hand to get cut off? Is it a playing thing? That hand which you can't buy, Allah gave you for free. But if you're giving it for the sake of Allah and His Rasul, Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wallah, you get 100 hands, 200 hands. ये हाथ कुछ भी नहीं है. गुलामान है मोहम्मद जान देने से नहीं देते. They were frightened to give their life. ये सर कट जाए, even if this head get cut, ये रह जाए, even get left behind, कोई परवाह नहीं करते. Why? ये तो जलवा है हुजूर के सदके. When you're giving your life for the muhabbat of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. And at that point, like how we mentioned to you yesterday, they said, Husne Yusuf pe kati angushte zina misal. Husne Yusuf pe kati, khud ba khud kati. एक खुद ब खुद कट जाना और एक काटना या कटाना. खुद ब खुद कटना, you put a knife here, you cut on his own. पता ही नहीं चला. You don't even know. And the other one is, you know, you brought Iman, and still because of the beauty of Nabi Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you're sacrificing your life. Now look at this. They say, when a person goes on the battlefield, who fights for the sake of Allah and His Rasul. My brothers, we look at battlefield as not only a place where you got a ground there and you got a horse there, whatever the case, you got a sword there and you're fighting against the man. That is not only jihad. What did Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam say? Al-jihadul awwal fil nafs. The first war you have to fight is with yourself. Apne aap ke saath na. Kill that desires inside. Then you go to the next step. Every single day of our lives, my brothers in Islam, it's a war. We are fighting a war against shaitan. And those that are strong, shaitan will worry them more. The Nabi of Allah was standing in between the tree. He went to cut the tree in between and cut him also half, both pieces. They went through that. Ayyub alayhi salam, 14, 15 children. They're all sitting in one dastarkhan and eating. He's making ibadat to Allah. Shaitan come and drop the whole roof and kill everyone of them. Hamara kya hoga? Our life is finished. Something happened to our children. Something happened to our mother. But we forget. The ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says clearly. Allah ne aapko pehle bata diya. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Now Allah gives azab. When azab comes, nobody's just going to get saved like that. We said in the Quran, we heard in the Quran, it says that Allah gives an example like how lightning comes and thunder. Now when the lightning and when the thunder comes, there's darkness. Where you will find this munafiqi? Milega nahi. Kahin bhi milega nahi. When the lightning comes, little bit light and you see them moving like this. Idhar udhar jate hain. This country, that country, ko pata hi nahi chalte kya hai. They go for holiday. Hame bhi leke jaye. Baat to yahi hai na. Allah said they go put fire and they run away. Bhaag jate. Inka yahi kaam hai. Only when the lightning comes, they can see little bit they can see gap. They go inside. Like a joke. And when the sea comes, thunder, I say, but those that have brought Iman, don't worry about lightning. वो क्या है? वो तो अल्लाह की तरफ से है. मरेंगे तो मरेंगे क्या है? कुछ भी नहीं है. Why? Because they love the dunya so much, they didn't want to die. वो सोचते थे कि मैं कभी मरूंगा नहीं. But these people, one day, a hadith of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, authentic hadith. He says that this man, he was Nasrani, non-Muslim. He came to Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he became Muslim. After that, he started talking bad about my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa. But remember, those that belong to Allah, min al-nabiyyin wa siddiqeen wa shuhada'i wa salihin. You see, Allah shows us the straight path. The straight path is of who? Min al-nabiyyin, the Nabis of Allah. Wa siddiqeen, those that are true to Allah. Wa shuhada'i wa salihin, and those that gave their lives in the way of Allah. وَالصَّالِحِينَ, and those that were true to Allah, the walis of Allah. Now imagine, each and every one of us has the capability to reach Allah. We all have it. That's why he said, don't look at others. उसको ना देखो, उसके पास क्या है? अपने अंदर झांक के देखो, तुम्हारे अंदर सब कुछ है. Why the jealousy must come? Why must turn against the next person? Why must have a problem? अगर प्रॉब्लम है तो तुम्हारे अंदर प्रॉब्लम, उसको ठीक करो. अपने आप को ठीक करो तो सबको ठीक कर सकते. That person who cannot fix himself cannot fix anybody. May Allah give us hidayah. So this Nasrani now, he went against, murtad ho gaya. In Islam it is said that that person who becomes a murtad, to kill him, तो जन्नत मिल जाएगी।
सुभान अल्लाह।
Now we're not speaking in a Muslim country now. वो तो बात तो और है। तो ऐसे Muslim country you have to live by the rules of the country. Yes, but if it goes against Islam, it goes against Sharia, फिर नहीं छोड़ना। एक Muslim country immediately take out his head, खत्म, काम हो गया। Now this man, he died, they buried him. He came next day, yeah, this man's body is back on the ground. Maybe the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam came into the night. Raat or raat, Nabi, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, maybe they dug the grave and threw him out of the grave. कहते थे ना, those that didn't believe, said कोई बात नहीं. This time he said, dig it more deep. Second time, dug it more deep. Next day they came and said, thrown again outside. Third time they went, he said, no, dig it even more deeper. Where's the poisonous? They come after that, the third day, they still see his body out. इसमें क्या बात क्या है? वो गुस्ताख रसूल था. ज़मीन भी उसको रिकॉर्ड करना. The Zameen and Asman and everything that is inside is given to you through a sadaqah and wasila of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah said, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمْ فِيكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. How many of the ni'mats of Allah are you going to say no to? Allah said, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. فَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. The same don't make meelad unnabi. ये meelad unnabi क्या है? Allah फरमाते हैं, فَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. You must make bayan. You must tell the people, make shukriya, expound your happiness to the fact that Allah has given you a ni'mat. What kind of ni'mat He gave you? That ni'mat, when He gave you Allah, is a ni'mat that is so great that for every other ni'mat, blessing Allah blessed you with, He didn't say that I did you a favor. कभी किसी जगह भी Allah gave you a hand. You didn't say, Baba, I gave you a hand. I did a very good favor for you. At least you can move your hand. Pakarte, still. Say, yeah, Allah, a very great favor. Give me eyes, I can see. How great is the eyes? How great is the hand? जरा उससे जाके पूछो इसके पास हाथ नहीं है. हाथ की कीमत क्या है? Go and ask that person who has got no eyes. What is the कीमत of that eyes? And still Allah said no. But when it came the time of His beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa, Allah said, لَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ بَعَثَ فِيهِمْ رَسُولًا. I did you a very great favor. क्या favor है Allah? I said to you, be my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala. That's why I said to you in the start, that our ibadat, our worship, number one, there is no way in this whole dunya you can ever make ibadat or you put your head down in every single part of this dunya besides this much. We can say that your whole life, try and make sajda in every part in this dunya, in this world, and leave so much. See if you can make it. You have to die 10-10 and wake up 10-10. But that alimul malakut, who we call shaitan, he made ibadat to Allah, he put his head down in the ground. मार के काला कर दिया. इबादत कर के आखिर में क्या हुआ? وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. Ya Allah, I'm making a khalifa, I'm sending him on earth. The angels say, Ya Allah, why are you doing that? ये तो फसाद करेंगे. They'll fight with each other. What I know, you do not know, Allah says. Then Allah says, make sajda for Adam alayhi salam. Sajda. Allah. ये तो Allah अपने आप के कलाम के ऊपर बजा रहा है. One part Allah said, no, don't make ibadat, don't make sajda for anyone else besides Allah. अब Allah फरमाते, hey, angels, make sajda for Adam. ये क्या Allah कुफर फरमा? कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. So what is this? That's why we say when we go to the mazarat, when we kiss the mazarat, चूमना और बात है और सजदा करना और बात है. जिसको चूम सकते हो वो खुदा हो ही नहीं सकता. जिसको तुम नहीं चूम सकते हो तो खुदा हो सकता है. Can you kiss Allah? You kiss your wife. Your wife can be Allah. कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. तो अल्लाह को देख ही नहीं सकता है तो चूम कैसे सकते हो? अल्लाह सबको हिदायत नसीब फरमाए. जैसे सजदा न समझ नजदी, हम तो सिर्फ सर देते हैं नजराना। तो उसने यूसुफ पे कटी अंगुष्ठे ज़िना मिस्र में, तो बात आ गई दोबारा। The woman in Egypt, they cut their fingers, not cut गई, खुद ब खुद कटी। Why they were in that? How can I say to you? You know when you dive into the love and the muhabbat of what you see in front of you, लोग कहते हैं ना, फरमाते हैं कि 3 दफा देखना तो ठीक है, the 4th time you know को तो गुनाह है, ज़िना है। तो किसी ने पूछा यार अगर मैं 1 दफा देख कर फिर ना हटूं तो फिर बात तो वही बन जाती। It depends on your intention. So, but this looking, this nazar, Allah has created Yusuf alayhi salam with so much of muhabbat and so much of love and so much of beauty that when their eyes fell on the face of Yusuf alayhi salam, Allah, they even forgot themselves. Science never worked. Science even couldn't understand. Yeah, baat kya hui? You know what science says? Take a pin and poke yourself. Abhi karke dekho kya hota. You poke here, to tell the brain, somebody poked you, तो क्या करेगा? आओ, आवाज निकलेगी। ये तो एक उंगली काट लिया, दूसरा काट लिया, तीसरा काट लिया, चौथा काट लिया, 5वें पे आया तब उनको पता चला कि मैंने अपने हाथ काट। How intense that muhabbat and that beauty was in Yusuf alayhi salam, that they even couldn't feel them cutting their own fingers, and that will say he got cut on his own. उस वक्त वो लोग ईमान नहीं लाए थे. They didn't bring iman. Those people that came to Zuleika's house. वो अभी तक गैर मुस्लिम थे. But the beauty that Allah gave Yusuf alayhi salam, उसको देखने से कौन हट सकता है? जुलेखा उसके पीछे पीछे भागते थे. When they saw the beauty of Yusuf alayhi salam, they got engrossed so much, they went into a trance. That only when they cut the 5th finger, they realized, अरे बाप ने अपने हाथ काट. Say, वो तो कुछ भी नहीं है. That's nothing. Come beside. Come to the love of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. उन्होंने ईमान लाया ही नहीं. यहाँ आके देखो, जिन्होंने ईमान लाया वो खुद ब खुद अपने गर्दनों को देते. They are giving their heads automatically. कि या रसूलल्लाह, I want to give it. जान देना चाहता हूँ आपके लिए. जान निसार करना चाहता हूँ आपके लिए. Why? Because everything belongs to you, Ya Rasulullah. You are our zindagi, you are everything. Ya marenge. Allah didn't say you're going to die one way. No. Allah says, kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut. Za'iqa ke kya mana hai? Taste. A person can taste in many ways. One finger, taste. Take one spoon, taste. Eat the whole pot, wo bhi taste. जायका सबका चखेंगे. कौन थोड़ा सा चखेंगे, कौन ज्यादा चखेंगे, वो तो अल्लाह के हाथ में. अल्लाह के वली जिंदा होते हैं, अल्लाह के नबी जिंदा होते हैं. वो थोड़ा सा चख के चले जाते हैं. उनके रूह जो है वो जिंदा होते हैं. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding of that. Even our Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam फरमाते हैं, Allah हज़रत तो जिंदा है वल्लाह, तो जिंदा है वल्लाह, हमारे चश्मे आलम से छुप जाने वाले. It is said like that, but if somebody show you, if you saw a Toyota car, you'll know what is a Toyota car. Huh? You say, well, I saw a Toyota. So kya, I saw it. मैं जानता हूँ क्या. Suppose I saw a Mercedes Benz, certain year, this model, that model. जब तूने देखा ही नहीं तो क्या कहेगा? यार, I don't know all this. मुझे नहीं पता. जिनके पास उतना इल्म है वो इतना बोलेंगे, और जिनके पास हुजूर का करम है वो उससे ज्यादा बोलेंगे. जहाँ पर उनकी इंतहा हो वो हमारा शुरुआत है. May Allah give us hidayah and make us practice on the love of Nabi Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, especially in this month. Wallah, it's not only a night that we're going to sit here and listen to the life of Nabi alayhi salatu wa sallam. Yes, we will. But the karam of Allah and His huzur and the family of our Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Wallah is with us all the time. And that karam when it comes, so I tell you, when Allah loves you, خَيْرَهُ يُفَقِّهُونَ فِي الدِّينِ. When He loves a person, He gives them the understanding of the deen. That's why when we look at kullu biddatin dalala, we say, Ya Allah, you see, Ya Rasulullah, kullu biddatin sayyatun dalala. That biddat, that innovation that started after the time of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and goes against Sharia, biddat se sayyah. Wo to dalala hai. It'll take you to Gumrai, guaranteed. But that innovation that came after the time of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and still upholds Islam, वो तो ainul ibadat है. गुमराही उसको बिदत भी कहते हैं, ठीक है. It came after the time of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. That's why I was saying the other day, कभी हम खुद ही बिदती है. बिदत की इतने बात करते हो. We also बिदती.